Hey everyone, it's Cheney TV, and you're watching The Real Deal with Akil.
It's Phil Show, The Real Deal with Akil, located at ESPN Studios in Houston, Texas. It's kind of a different podcast today because first of all, there's 6 people in here, and it's 5. 3 of us go to TSU. Only 2 of y'all go to Prairie View.
TS Pooh.
I don't want to say that first. First of all, we're gonna do this. First of all, we got 2 alumni in the building right now, so I'm gonna get that out the way. The producer and the videographer, Dominique Monday. So that's just get that out the way right now. Number 2, this the 5th show of The Real Deal with Akil, and I have a special guest with me. You might have known him from the Kodak Black interview and Essence Festival. You might have known him from Prairie View A&M, PV Pooh. Known him from the music game in Houston, local Houston female rap artist. Go by Cheney TV. So Cheney, I know. First of all, you was at HAW Weekend.
Yes.
How was that? How did that go for you?
I didn't attend many of the HAW events, but I did go to the charity barbecue, and I thought it was a nice event. They gave back, and they had backpacks, and they had food and stuff. So I thought that was a nice event. But it was a lot of parties and stuff going on. I saw it was really like nightlife type events.
And I seen you was at HAW Weekend. This is the 4th one. I have been to 0 of the 4. I have been to no HAW Weekends, and it's crazy because me and Dominique were supposed to go to one of the events for HAW Weekend, and we was too little, too late. See, I thought because the pool was Saturday, the pool party was Saturday.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
I thought Wednesday was early. Monday was like, man, we still going to the pool party? We still going to the pool party? I said, man, we're gonna still go. I'm gonna call Junior Wednesday. I'm talking about Junior Martin. Shout out to him. He was on the show. If you didn't see the interview, go to YouTube or SoundCloud and watch that interview. But I hit him up Wednesday. He did not pick the phone. I said, man, I told him, I said, man, we too late. It's too late. We can't go no HAW events. We was the 4th year in a row because I ain't want to go to no clubs. Yeah. I'm not a club guy. So I was like, man, I can't go to no HAW events at all. But overall, did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I did. I really enjoyed it. I went to Trade Day instead of the HAW events on that one day. I enjoyed kind of Trade Day a lot. That was nice.
Trade Day.
But it was a cool guest weekend for the city. I saw a lot of money was made for, I guess Houston promoters and
they gave back and everything.
Clubs. I feel like they gave back to the people in the city of Houston that are like, I don't know, when it comes to the DJs, promoters, clubs, I feel like Drake gave back in that way, helping them make money. But as far as I guess the fans and stuff, it wasn't a whole lot of free stuff.
See,
so as far as the appreciation with the fans, it wasn't a lot of free stuff. So.
I ain't been no Trade Day either.
I
just suck at just going out to big events in Houston. Like I ain't go no Trade Day, no HAW Weekend. But Trade Day had an excuse. I had my boys with me. I had my 2 sons, so that's better than going to anything else. But I want to talk about you. So first of all, we're gonna talk about you and how did the whole Cheney TV come about?
I guess it came about, when I got to, I've been liking to do media, I guess my whole life. I used to act and do a lot of theater. I used to do a lot of acting at the ensemble theater. And then when I got to college, I guess it was you couldn't major in rapping or anything, and I didn't really want to major in theater, so I did mass communications. And that's kind of how I started with the interviews, just doing interviews with people in Houston, and eventually I gained a portfolio to where I could reach out to managers and stuff and get some solid sit-down interviews or just on-the-scene interviews.
So you're doing the media, and I know you do the music. So which one's the bigger love? Because when you younger, me personally, for example, I wanted to play basketball so bad,
right,
and actually ultimately get to the NBA and play D1 ball.
Yeah,
but I knew it couldn't happen for me. But my love is this. So what's your love right now, media or music? Which one is first?
I have to say it. I guess it'll always be music. I've been rapping since I was 7 years old. I came out with my first CD when I was 10. Another CD when I was 14. It's called Off the Chain. I know, guys. Don't fry me. It was called Off the Chain. But anyway, shut up. My camera got laughing. They listened to it. But then my next one was You Can't Stop Me. I'm just always loved doing music. I guess it's something I just can't let go.
So
one of those things.
So do you plan on dropping anything else in the future, as of right now? I know you had a single. We're going to play it a little bit later on. But I know you had a single that came out. And is this an EP or anything coming out in the future? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to be dropping an EP during the homecoming of my alma mater, Prairie View A&M University, in October. I'll be dropping my album, I guess you'll be saying. And until then, I'll be just doing singles leading up to then, and then visuals and music videos. And we'll see a lot of the videos on different sites and stuff. And we'll do that to build up, I guess.
What's going to be called this time? Not Off the Chain, What's gonna be this?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's called viral, and it's only because that little Kodak thing kind of took me by surprise because it was something that I didn't really set up. It was kind of just wasn't a sit down thing. It was just like kind of on the scene thing, and the kind of the topic of the I guess the tape would just be like basically trying to achieve like bigger goals.
And then let's talk about that Kodak thing for a second because that actually took off, and it still got some type of flame to it. In that Kodak Black interview, first of all, I didn't know it was you that interviewed Kodak. That was number one. I seen this. I said, man, what the hell this man just say? He was talking about like you like light skinned women and then dark skinned. So it's like just talk about that before we play it.
Well, he got a lot of backlash because of the dark skin comment, but I felt like he kind of like disrespected all women, like in general, all black women. He said light skinned women were easy to break down, dark skinned women were gutter, and then he came to saying he didn't like his own complexion, which made me realize it was deeper than him just not liking, like not liking a certain skin color. Because if you think about it, his baby mother is dark, his son is dark, his mom is dark. So obviously you have some love for dark people and you're dark. So he has to have some, obviously I don't know if it was spats between him and his baby mother that caused him to say things about dark women. But he obviously said he didn't like his own arm skin complexion. So I feel like it has something to do like deep inside with himself. He's been tossed around in the criminal justice system. And so at that moment I was thinking to myself, okay, he's young, he'll grow, he'll mature, he'll look back at this and he'll love his skin like eventually, I guess.
Okay, so let's play that. So this is the Kodak Black interview from the Essence Festival right after the celebrity basketball game.
Right.
If we going by his thing, his description of black people, I'm in the middle. I ain't too gutter and I ain't too sensitive. But all that is stupid to me personally. How you gonna sit here and say a light skinned woman is sensitive and a dark skinned woman is gutter? So your response to this what? When you what was going through your head? Because you're a black woman, African American.
I honestly feel like I should have responded differently. Honestly, in the moment, it was a good time. It was a basketball game. It was charity. Everyone was having fun. And it didn't really sink in until after the interview. I felt like I should have said maybe something more. Because I got a lot of backlash online. I got like hate emails saying that I didn't stand up for black women. And or that I was like being a coon because I laughed when he said it. And I guess, looking back at it, I guess it can be perceived that way. But like I said, I felt like he seemed a little lost in it, like within his own. And obviously, it's stupid to depict someone's character depicted on their skin color. So I was like, okay, he's just not knowledgeable.
Oh, yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm a reporter. I'm not a psychologist. I guess I could have took the time to maybe try to talk to him about it. But I was like, I was trying to have more interviews to do and. That's really what was going on.
Man, look, these people that emailed you and called you coon. First of all, the word coon has been going around a lot. Like, we can't call every black person
I'm not woke,
a coon. That's just number one. Nobody knows how they gonna react when they in your shoes.
Yeah.
When you asking the question, what are you supposed to do? Take the mic and you say what you gotta say? No, they don't know what they're gonna say in their time being when they interview Kodak Black.
And he was smiling and being polite the whole time. It would have been different if he was like, I don't like you dark-skinned women. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I would have been like probably kind of thrown off guard. But he was smiling like this was okay. Like, so obviously I was thinking, okay, this is he's a little misunderstanding on his part. Because he didn't seem bothered by it. I don't even think he thought this was going to get this type of backlash. I was looking at his managers and stuff, and the looks on their faces looked like, oh, okay, this is about to be big.
Yeah.
But they reached out to me afterwards, and they didn't like that. I guess the reactions that it got.
That's what I said. I think that whole thing, that whole thing was like, come on now. I understand. I don't understand where he came from. I disagree 1,000% with what he said because I love black women, period. With me personally, I had a knock because I told one of my friends a while back that I said, my first option, I don't want to marry as a black woman. Period. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock anybody like that's, I don't knock white people, I don't knock Asian, I don't knock nobody. My first option of preference is black descent. Okay, that's Jamaican, Dominican, Haitian, all of that. That's my first option. Somebody got mad at me and said, oh, you shouldn't just limit yourself. You should be, have all eyes open. I'm like, look, I said my first option is a black woman. Because everybody in my family is from New Orleans. They black. Everybody. So, me and Kodak Black Comments is way, way, way different. Way off. I'm not going to sit here and say, you dark skin, you gutter, you light skin, you sensitive. So, in that part right there, and it's crazy because that comment still has a little bit of flame in social media right now.
Yeah. Is it? And do you think it maybe because it's like the elephant in the room? Because I mean, Kodak is definitely not the first black man that I've heard say they like light-skinned women. When I was on Prairie View's campus, I heard that like a whole lot. But I mean, it died down a little bit. I guess a couple years ago, I used to hear it a lot though from black men. Have you heard it from black men?
What's what I heard from black men? I heard that.
I hear a lot. I like yellow bones. I like light-skinned women. Like I hear that a lot.
All right, so I'm gonna say I know we got 2 women in the room, but I'm not scared to say what I gotta say. But this is my thing. Is this? It's a reason why you see a lot of athletes, especially football players, date outside of African American. Because the number one knock is this, that a lot of, I guess you could say that a lot of African American women can be a little bit too harsh and a little bit too hard on them when they're doing, I don't know. It's just different variations once you get to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm still wherever I'm at. My first option is an African American woman, period. Like I said, I have nothing against other races at all. But my first option is African American. But you see a lot of people nowadays that will go to and marry a white woman or somebody like that in nature, or a foreigner, like, you know, British or whatever, you know. But black women can't get mad when a black man dates people got mad at Kobe Bryant. But people don't know that Kobe Bryant was with that woman for almost 20 years. So they can't get mad at that. Now we got social media that is blown up now. But at the end of the day, he's been with that woman for almost 20 years. That woman loved him more than any black chick he has. And first of all, he wasn't even born in America. So people can't get mad at Kobe Bryant for that. You know what I'm saying? So and look at Kevin Hart now. His children's mother was black. Mm-hmm. Now he's dating a woman that's not black. Black women cannot get mad when a black man marry a woman that's not African American. That's just my whole thing. You can't just get mad that, oh, look at him, he changed sides. He's in a sunken place. Like, come on now, really? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it at times.
Yeah, I can agree with that as well. Even when I see black women with white men, I mean, I see some backlash from that. I see black men saying things about that when I see that online with the hashtag swirl life and swirl. It goes both ways, I guess.
It's all something that's just confusing though, because, you know, look at black women now. We're gonna get back on HAW Weekend because I want to touch on this particular subject. Is that the black women, you know, sometimes you see in reality TV. I could say that black women is made us is in like in a negative light on TV, because look at the 60s. What was the shows in the 60s we had? Back in the day, we had 60s, 70s. We had Good Times, Sanford and Son, Cosby Show. We get to Different Strokes, Different World, Fresh Prince, Jamie Foxx. I'm missing other shows as well. Yeah. But then now, look how we descended. Flavor Flav show. Then we get to Love and Hip Hop. We get to Basketball.
Yeah, we kind of worked into reality.
Now there's something the side chicks of Charlotte. Look at the dissension of black women and couples and just black people, period. That's my whole knock on how, just not black women, but black people, period, is in the light now. It's like all negativity. Dude, how you come from the Huxtable family all the way to side chicks? Jasmine, Different Worlds couple. Yeah, you had Will and Lisa. You had Martin and Gina. Yeah, Flavor Flav, New York. Just like how you it's just descended so far. And my question to you, how far you think you can go in TV? Cause I think ultimately you want to be in TV, right?
In the programming? Yeah,
oh no, most definitely.
Not necessarily. I think I definitely do want to do some form of media, but I think the whole online rave is like really picking up. The whole Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. My goal is to either be a competitor one day with one of those companies or be working with them in some type of.
And you asked me what was the. You said what is the higher?
Yeah, do you think because the change in black television, do you think it's the higher up programming, or do you think are you blaming it on black people?
BET, for example. All right, so let's look at BET when they first started. It was owned by black people.
Right.
What you seen back in the day? We all go to HBCUs. What we seen on TV in the 90s and 2000 on Saturday nights? HBCU football games.
Yeah. Okay.
Back in the day, we seen a lot of, it was hip hop pushed. Everything was hip hop.
Right.
Now, but when it got bought out by the Jewish people, and what Jay-Z said in 444 about these Jews is owning companies, BET's one of the companies. They own Viacom. They own BET, MTV, VH1. It's all under one major company. It's owned by Jews now since 2004. So in 2004, that's when you seen the cancellation of Rap City. You seen the hip hop the hip hop agenda wasn't being pushed as hard. You still had 106 Park, but that's when it died out because you seen AJ and Freely.
Yeah.
You seen Terrence and Roxy coming in, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't that same hip hop feel at all. It was missing. You seen slowly social media start to come out later on as well.
Yeah.
Now you look at BET now. Remember they bought the game, the TV show, The Game.
Okay, yeah.
That black show was finna take off when they was on CW.
When they were on, yeah.
You seen it like, okay,
every episode, yeah.
Exactly. We kept pushing. We were like, okay, it's a comeback. Now we look at it when they got bought out by BET. You could tell the show was different. Like it was more like a reality look. It was like it's not the same sitcom we used to seeing. So it's the high up to me because it's who it's owned by. They culture vultures. If you don't understand our culture, you are a vulture. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And I feel like they don't understand the hip hop game. They trying to descend the hip hop culture, and that's what's really going on. You know, because you look at every TV show now has reality shows. You know, so I just feel like the BETs, the MTVs, VH1s are not pushing the hip hop agenda like I think they're supposed to.
I agree.
That's
it's evident. Although it's more reality TV now than there are sitcoms.
Exactly.
Definitely.
There's no more. What's the best?
There's barely any positive reality shows.
Exactly. What's the best black sitcom right now?
Blackish.
Black, but do they compare to Martin?
Carmichael just got canceled, so. Yeah.
Exactly.
Why? I
heard good things about Blackish, but I never watched it.
I tuned a little bit into Blackish. It's not gonna hold the bar to like Martin.
It's not gonna hold.
It's not gonna hold the bar because the way the show is, and look what it's on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying what's on.
It's on ABC.
Yeah, it's on ABC. That's what I'm saying. What is not on, but at the same time, the way the show is constructed, like you look at Fresh Prince and Martin, they was in their prime. You know what I mean? Anthony Anderson's not in his prime. He's still a good actor, but he's not coming up. Fresh Prince, that was the first time Will Smith acted. You know, Martin was a boxer at first. Of what I heard, I didn't even know that until like a few days ago.
He started boxing.
Yeah.
Young, but then he
became that. Anthony Anderson we knew Anthony Anderson already.
Oh yeah, Martin was on What's Happening Now back in the 80s.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So this Blackish don't compare to Wayans brothers, Jamie Foxx, Fresh Prince, Martin. They don't compare that because they're not getting numbers. Bill Cosby, they had Super Bowl rating numbers. Like I didn't even know they had every Thursday was Super Bowl rating numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like the higher up is not pushing the agenda for.
You all watch Power?
I don't got stars.
Yeah, I had it for like a free week. So I tuned into the episode.
Exactly.
You know, the recent episode.
So I'm saying. So all right. So we're gonna push from one such to then we're gonna push to HAW Weekend. So we're gonna go to HAW Weekend. And what happened this past weekend with Drake? I think it was Friday, I want to say, when he retired 3 jerseys in the Raptors. Was it ballet? I want to say ballet. It was ballet. Strip Club be on. Drake, Rob, you're a Drake fan. Was it ballet?
Yeah.
Ballet. Okay.
Yes, ballet.
First of all, I don't know what the hell ballet is at. That's number 1.
It's not.
Number 2.
That's the name of
his creation
of it.
Oh.
It's a formal.
It's not a real
like, bow tie suit.
It's like Mercy. It's where Mercy at? Mercy's ballet, basically.
No.
He had that somewhere. The name. It's something he wants to create one day.
Like you coming in a suit and tie like back in the 50s and 60s to a strip club, something like that.
Like a burlesque show or something.
Yeah, like the Rat Pack.
Just stupid. I don't like it. Anyway, I don't really like it.
An upscale strip club, basically.
Upscale strip club. Okay, so he retired 3 jerseys. So when I first seen this, he retired Miracle Watts, Lyra Galore, and Malaya Michelle. In his eyes, I guess this is his 3 greatest strippers of all time. His Mount Rushmore of strippers in Houston. And Rob, I'm getting on you because that's your guy. That's your guy that says he's the best rapper in the game. Robert Harris Jr. Put the camera on.
Best rapper in the game. I said best selling artist right now. And I'm gonna say best selling artist right now and top 5 guy right now.
He's definitely the best.
He's not the best right now. Top 5. Top 5.
He's the best artist.
Top 5.
Not the best rapper.
Say top 5. I ain't say best rapper in the game. I mean Chance Rapper better. We didn't have a discussion about this.
We did.
And you guys put it in the group chat and said, "Hey, Chance better." I said, "Yeah."
It's a yeah.
Yeah.
So,
as far as lyrical content, yes.
So, I want to get your reaction because you're a woman that lives in Houston. Yeah. And when you see strippers getting praised from not just a regular rapper, but you are one of the biggest names in the world, and you're living yourself down to strippers, Like you are a Bugatti type person, but you are riding a Chevy Tahoe. You know, like how do you do this? Like you supposed to be getting the most exotic women, untouchable, but you selling for people that. First of all, I just want to get your reaction before I go off. I'm gonna go after you. I'm gonna go after you.
Like, oh, the strippers.
I'm gonna go after you, Tom.
The strippers even did their little Saw thing, Stripper Appreciation Weekend. That's what they made it. They was like, it's Saw. So, I mean, that
was a lot of money making for them.
That's what I'm telling you. Drake gave back to the strippers, the promoters, the DJs. It was basically, you know, the people that will help him and keep his music going. He basically did what he's supposed to do. He comes here, he does what Prince tells him to do. Okay. That's but I'm gonna let y'all talk before
I'm
gonna get into that, but it's just like you do what you're supposed to do.
He mentioned Malai's name back in 09.
And I'm so diggy.
like,
I saw Watts, and I was thinking DJ Michael Watts. I was like, I know, I was tripping. He said, don't
go that far off the deep end. I mean, he just giving back to the city.
I know.
Like, sort of. I mean, Trey the True gave 75 scholarships, so it's a different type of. It's a difference. It's a different. Like Trey the True know the streets and the struggle, and Drizzy is commercial, and and he said like Houston is his second home because he sold out Warehouse Live back in 09 when people didn't even know him. So I mean, when I saw it, I thought it was like ha. I didn't really think of it as damn he looking at these strippers like they legends and he retiring them. So I mean, I didn't give it too much thought until you told me about it. So. It is what it is, in a nutshell.
That's kind of how it was for me, too. Kind of went over my head a little bit. I was just like,
it wasn't...
Well, so I didn't put two and two together where it was. Was it like a presentation? Like...
Was
there a mic? Like, was he like...
I wasn't there, so I can't further along say, like, what it was about. Here come your rent. Here come my promo.
I don't know. Sometimes I be a little jealous because I can't dance. That could never be an option for me to get money because I just don't have any rhythm. I used to wish rappers would come to the Prairie View Library and throw ones. I'd be like, I'm in here working hard.
Like, the wrong music was down.
And I got student loans. Why throw some ones in?
The roll was down. What you talking about?
You're right. But he was not throwing ones in the Coleman Library. He was not in the MSC throwing ones.
I thought he went back to school to come.
I have no idea. A lot of rappers that once they blew up, they was just like deuces. They didn't even
the Flex guys came back.
I don't think Kirko finished.
Nah, Kirk ain't finished.
No, he said he was just like, what my name is, I'm gone.
Yeah, my name is. I'm going to pull up in a Lambo for you guys to see
and then I'm going to dip.
And he going to do that. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. I know you got something ignorant. I mean, not ignorant, but I know you about to go off. Monday, get your promo ready.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm disgusted about you two people. You from Houston, right?
Yes.
You from Houston. You from Houston. You from the east side. You from the east side. So we talked about this Drake strippers thing and these women that's from Houston or whatever. I'm disappointed in y'all two because y'all sitting here like ha, he. That is just like this great thing that Drake did. All he established. No, first of all, this is number one. That is the most disgusting, embarrassing thing. That somebody, he's not from the South. This dude is from up north in Canada, coming all the way down to Houston, poisoning our women. Sitting here saying, look, y'all three is getting praised for what y'all did on the pole. The pole. But you got women that's doctors, lawyers, and all these other things. They don't get recognized. Oh, but we're going to recognize strippers. Because it's a culture, it's a sport now in Houston. That's what it is now. I look at Everyday Struggle. Joe Budden said, look, it's a culture in Houston. So people from outside of Houston, Texas, is looking at strippers in Houston and saying it's a culture. Damn near a sport. Who the hell made the jerseys for these people? It's not just Drake's fault. It's the people that made the jerseys. And the people that's around this guy that gave him recognition and credit to say, look, yes men. There's some yes men around Drake. Yes, we're gonna praise to you. We're gonna let you do what you're gonna do. Yes, retire jerseys. But I'm still talking. I let you talk.
No, hold on. You can ask Julia Martin. You can ask Jay.
I'll ask him. I'm gonna call him and say, who the hell made
you talking to us like we was part of the program.
But y'all cool with this. Y'all cool.
I said it is.
Drake is a square. He's amazing.
But guess what? I don't know this man personally.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but I'll be damned if I meet him. So you said we just talked about women. But now when women gets praised to be strippers, oh, it's cool, it's a big deal. Now another thing is this. He's in a lose-lose situation now. Because guess what? He retired 3 jerseys. Malaya Michelle, Lyra Galore, Miracle Watts. Now, if he don't retire strippers next year, another 3 for HAW Weekend, they'll be like, wow, he must have slept around with these 3 women. Why is just them 3? Why he ain't do it this year? But if he do, now it's a sport. Now women that strippers at Gold Diggers and all these small clubs.
Gold Diggers shut down. Gold Diggers shut down.
Okay, well.
Dreams.
Dreams and Onyx.
And that's it.
Now, they're going to be motivated now to be strippers. They're going to be motivated now. They're going to be motivated to be strippers now. That's their whole motive. Okay, you going to retire them 3? Let me work my ass off to be strippers now. That's my whole thing. What?
I ain't saying that, but I mean, you go to a strip club, a woman there for money. Like, she ain't there for your time and conversation.
I don't want to walk inside of a club and see 3
well, I mean, we not going to see that. That probably
and sit here and say, why is it dot jerseys all up on the roof, on the ceiling? I don't want to see that. My whole thing is this. Now it's a discussion now for women to, okay, you know, we watch Hall of Fame speeches. We watch the Hall of Fame in the NFL. So now, since they're in the Hall of Fame now, so Lyra Galore, what's her, you know they got highlights in NFL Hall of Fames. So there's going to be highlight videos for these women?
Yeah.
On the poll?
No.
Highlights? What was their biggest accomplishment in this world? Because first of all,
shake of all time.
because now, this the whole thing now.
I'm done with it.
How long Lyra Galore shoot?
I don't know.
For that 3-4 years? She's like 21 years old.
She ain't no damn 21.
Lyra Galore is younger than us. Lyra Galore's like 22 years old.
Really?
I swear to God. Yes. Miracle Watts. They praising this. See, I was on Malaya's side in the beginning when she said, I don't let nobody retire me. You damn nobody be 40. My brother is 43. He's seen her in the strip club. My kids gonna be old enough like, damn, why is this old woman still in the club? That's not cool. Strippers is a 5-year max. That's it. 5, you gotta get 5 to get the fuck out.
I understand what you're saying, because I always wonder, like, how long can we strip? Like, you know, I always question the strip, like, how long can we strip? How long can we do this?
I mean, some people
like, when is
lifestyle.
Exactly, but like, when is the time limit? Like, are you through with school? Like, you know, some strippers go through school. We know strippers from
I know it's a lot of
you know, that graduated in the spring.
I don't condone stripping that much.
You know, I'm just saying though, like, you know, I always wondered the lifestyle of the stripper. Like,
all I'm saying is, look, Rob, this is not cool. This is not cool to people saying this Crave is a savage. Okay, it's a savage move from Drake. But all I'm saying is this. That's not cool at all to give these women. And he bought them Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all that stuff. Wow. You know what I'm saying? He's giving them stuff like that. Like, if you're Drake, you are the biggest name in the world. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. My brother told me something perfect. He said, look, people that was big in the 90s like Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Michael Jordan, they wasn't looking at strippers as praising them. They was looking at them like, man, that's just toss them to the side, whatever. We dating exotic, untouchable women. You're Drake. You think J-Lo and Serena, it's a reason why they ain't stick with him. They seen the real Drake. We see the real Drake because we in Houston. But they looking at this man like, are you kidding me? I don't know the man. I'm not trying to talk down on him, but at the same time, it's like, yo, look, this is not cool at all. You are Drake, the biggest name. But you're selling for strippers? They're not even on your level. Lyra Galore, Miracle, they're not on your level. Nobody's calling in from outside of Houston. Man, I want to see Malaya strip. She's old. Like, nobody want to see that no more. Why are you still selling with strippers? It's done. You giving these praises to these women for nothing.
He gonna win regardless.
He gonna win regardless.
I understand Lulu Central. He gonna win regardless.
It's a dude.
You're not
I guess it's about the whole. I guess you're talking about the whole outlook.
Yeah, he's talking about the whole outlook of everything. Like, yeah, I mean, is it because that you are a father? Is that why you look at it like that?
It's still disgusting and stupid. It's embarrassing, dude. You're talking about strippers. You're not praising hard. Dude, come on, man. Really? I say he's going to lose because, like, dog, now there's a real discussion, like, damn, who is the top 5 strippers of all time in Houston?
Ain't nobody having no conversation like that. Ain't nobody having no conversation.
They got jerseys hung up. So now, like I said, if he don't do it, they're going to look like, damn, why is it just these 3 women? They're going to be like, oh, he must have had sex with these 3. But if he do it, it's like, damn, hold on. It's a sport now? This is for real. Like, this is a real thing in Houston. Not Vegas, not Atlanta. Houston is known. This is why I say Houston is bad. Like, how the hell we known for strippers?
I think it was for the
It was
culture.
known that he dated Malaya. It was known that he dated Lyra. We just don't know about who was.
What? I mean,
so if it's known,
he fucked all three of them. That's what happened.
This was so I mean, so it's not. I don't think he'll do it again. He shouldn't do it again. Don't do it again, please. Don't do it.
Take them jerseys down and
like
burn
every year for HAW, it's something different. It's not the same.
Oh,
stuff,
so okay.
But no, I'm just saying.
They did the celebrity game last year. They didn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't do it this year.
Oh, yeah. You want to see some strippers tied in TSU Stadium?
Nah, you might want to bring some local ones if you're gonna do that. But I'm just saying, like, I guess I get what you're saying. It was out of pocket. It was out of line. We should move on to the next subject because I mean, you done got your hot takes. You done got your promo.
I got my promo, but damn it, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, like, dog, like. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
For these women to condone it. Oh my God, I'm hung up in the rafters for being a stripper. I'm one of the greatest of all time.
Like my man said, it's a lifestyle. I know strippers been stripped for 10 years.
Is she gonna get recognized next year?
Nah, hell nah. Hell nah.
Man, more than 2 weeks. I don't want to speak too much on her. But seeing her in person, she is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She is a beautiful woman. But all I'm saying is like, yo, come on, man. You're Drake, dude. You're the biggest name in the world next to LeBron James. How the hell you still dating strippers? If I see LeBron James dating a goddamn stripper, I'm pissed. Like, nigga, you my favorite player. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But still at the same time, it don't even matter. Like, you're Drake. You don't expect.
They have awesome personalities or something.
I just think Drake.
I don't know.
I just think Drake try to set up easy.
Totally.
But I don't want to keep harping on Drake. That's my whole thing. Next discussion is this. All right. So we talked about this before earlier in the week. Me and you did.
Okay. Yeah. What?
About the male-female thing. And I'm glad I have another female in here. She could probably speak on it too as well, maybe. But y'all still outnumbered because it's 4 men and 2 women in here. So the most unanswered, the biggest unanswered question between a male female is this: if a guy sleeps with 10 women, is it the same from your perspective? A girl sleeping with 10 dudes. I get my answer after you give yours.
Okay, in society, because of society, it does not feel the same. No, I will admit that. But on paper, it should definitely be the same. It should be no different. So no, my intelligent answer would be no. There's no difference. Now, how does it actually feel? It does feel different. But because of the way society, depicts everything, and the double standard. But it's on paper, it definitely should be no difference.
I think it's 10-2. I think if a male, put it like this: if a male sleeps with 10 women, it equals to 2 women. A woman sleep with 2 dudes.
Oh my God!
No, come on now. My 10 is your 2. My 10 is your 2.
Why? Now why?
For every 10 females I sleep with, 2 they got 2. Cause a 10.
So you're holding yourself to a standard of 5 women. That's how awesome y'all's stuff is.
I put it like this because, okay, let's think about it like this. Let's break it down. When we go out to clubs, all right, if I see a woman at the bar,
okay,
I have more to look at than a woman has more to look at for a dude. So now my hormones go up a little bit. Okay, first of all, if I see a woman in the club, first of all, we're going to look at the ass. So let's all agree on that, men. We can look at the ass. We see the cleavage. We see the shape. Plus we see the face as well. All y'all can see is...
You're blaming it on testosterone, for real?
That's a reason. That's a factor. I'm not saying that's the number one reason. That's not the one reason. But that's one of the main factors. We have more to look at. So we're more drawn to that. What y'all looking at? Oh, our body built in our face. Like, come on, really? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, like,
the teeth.
Face. I look at the hairline. I look at y'all's hairline.
Oh my God, his hairline. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I look at guys' calves. Like, I like guys with big calves. Like, sometimes
nice arms. Nice arms. But I'm not saying it's this like
you're right. You can't
big calves.
Big calves. I know that sounded so weird.
Short sit in the club.
Nobody's in the.
But all I'm saying is this.
All right, don't wait a bit about it.
That's what I'm saying.
The thing I
got. Our hormones get up quicker. Our hormones is quicker than for a, you know what I'm saying, just because where we at, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. So that's one of the factors. Another factor is this. It's just mankind. It's just human. Oh. Like, I'm not condoning cheating, but at the same time, our hormones is different than how a woman is. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the things surrounding. Do something to start to make the first move. Hey, if a woman make the first move, she bold. She's bold. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, majority is men making the first move. But y'all have the right to say yes or no, because if y'all say no, we still force it, and guess what it's called? Rape. You ain't seen no dude on the fucking news called rape. When last y'all seen a dude on local news called rape? Exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So my 10 is your 2.
Facts.
There you go. Joy, you got something to say? There, you right? You on my side? You on my side? Okay.
Not
that's all it is.
Not fully.
That's really what it is.
She just said y'all got.
Exactly. So you what?
So what you saying? You're the pouncer, like because you're the one going after all the women. You're the like it's
That's
okay
what
for
it
you.
is.
No, but it's not. It is. We have the choice to say yes or no, but you have the choice to even ask. You're the one with the biggest choice. You started it off. You have the spark. So no, it's the same thing.
I'm not gonna.
If a man has sex with So if a man and a woman are in a relationship and they're only supposed to be dating each other, and he goes off and screws 10 women, and she goes off and screws 10 guys, it is equally terrible. Like. It's not like if she screwed 2 guys, that means you can go screw 10
Oh,
10
God,
women.
no.
What?
It's different. It's
It's different in a relationship.
It's different. Your camera guy said the same.
No, it's not.
It's different.
Ellie, it's not different. Cheating is cheating. It's terrible. If the man goes and has sex with somebody, no, we're not saying cheating. I've said that.
But if you're not in a relationship, it's not cheating.
But if there's a respect factor and there were guidelines there and you're not supposed to go outside of each other, then that's what it is. But that's not the subject. The subject is.
I'm gonna tell you. No. I'm gonna tell you.
I just push through like a running back. It ain't nobody that's running me. You give it, I know you want something back. Look, a hater gon' copy me. It's like it's their hobby. I feel like John Poppy, man. Watch how you talk to me. You're searching, you find me. You're really behind me. You don't get no props from me. All the moves that you got from me. But I don't trip, I don't never slack. I'm on my shit, running, tell them that. No, I've been on your mind, know it's been a little time. How I know you wish I called. Oh, I'm doing just fine, and you wanna be mine. Like, damn, don't they all? If I wanted, I could think any type of way. Cause if you real, you know I pull up any time of day. So I had to tell the hating to get out my way. Hey, and if they hate, get them out my way. I got the juice, watch them copy my cycle. I'm on the play, no, I beat it like Michael. I pop up, I take off, get Richie like Lino. Please don't mistake me, no error, no typo. Try to play me, I pull up in that cycle. I'm on my shit, got the buzz like a wino. I just sat back and watched myself go viral. I could never doubt it, I could never spiral. That's me. That's the game. You gotta give us some rhymes. You look like the game. Come on, game.
You know, they got Los Angeles confidence. They got the Houston confidence.
Thank you, Lord.
That's really what it is.
Just like the game. I was like, oh man.
People don't like that when I get caught in the game.
Don't bro? You do. Turn to the side. Come on, turn your feet.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Rob, my producer, he don't want to give me that. He sound like Anthony Mackie. Hell no. I'm sick about that.
No.
I ain't Detroit Confidential.
I ain't Detroit.
See, I'm looking at no sound effect for that.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah.
But no, really though, I want to ask you this though. With the music, what do you see yourself take? What you see taking off first, as far as the music with the EP, with the Viral EP, or then cause the Kodak Black will still keep buzzing. Shit, Amber Rose reposted it. What he said. So, what you think you see taking off first, getting that head start?
I guess you would say the interviews already got its head start. Like, so it's kind of, I guess I would say the interviews are definitely ahead of the music. That's how I feel right now. So I feel like with my music, I'm trying to catch up. But then with the interviews, I still feel like they're both trying to catch up to a point where I need to be at. Like, I don't feel satisfied at all whatsoever. But I do, because, you know, I've been doing interviews for 7 years. So some people be like, oh, she just did this Kodak interview and it just went viral. But it's like, come on, guys, I've done like 50 interviews and none of them went this viral. Because I guess I didn't ask the right questions, I wasn't messy enough, or I didn't run with a wave or a topic. I always try to do my own thing, and then in return, that didn't really work out for me. The one time I rode a wave of a hot topic and I went and asked it to the right person, that's when something took off for my business. So I got to stop worrying about being messy or not trying to be like Wendy or Charlemagne, and just, you know, kind of, I'm gonna just do myself, be politely ask these people the questions that you know, people want answers to. But I do want to definitely push my music some more and get it on some of the platforms that my interviews are on. I have some stuff on WorldStar, but that's about the only big outlet that my music has been on. Of course, the Kodak interview was everywhere, so people aren't seeing my music like that. So I have to figure out a marketing and promotions plan to kind of get that to the level it needs to be at. which is what I'm working on.
Besides the Kodak,
you should took it.
I'm such a square, guys. Like most of the time, I look back and I see what was going on. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that. Like I'm kind of nerdy. I don't even see that. Like if somebody hits on me, I don't get it till hours later. Like, I'm just busy like that.
You take that offer to go to Japan with them. Class. I'm gonna tell you a story about me. I had this past semester. I had 4 classes. Finals, I missed 3 of them. Guess what? I still passed. You know, like at the end of the day, they know what you're doing. And look, if you tell your professor, man, I'm gonna go to Japan with Stevie J and Josh, you know them people, you know the couple from Love and Hip Hop. They like, oh, okay, go do your thing. Good luck. Tell me how it went. Take pictures for me. Man, come on.
Thinking like that.
You gotta take that offer.
The interview game. Well, actually, another one of my favorite interviews that no one will ever get to see because somebody at PV maliciously deleted it off my computer for I don't know what reason. I did a Karrueche interview, and this actually would have been the interview that probably would have did what Kodak did. It was right around the time Chris Brown just found out his baby came or whatever, and Karrueche found out about the baby after the media let it go out. And I had just asked her, would you ever want to have babies with Chris Brown? And she said yes. And I have her on tape talking about the babies, how she wanted Chris. And then 2 days later, Chris finds out we have Chris's baby. This would have been the interview that Chinese TV needed, and it was taken from me, but I kept going. I just kept going. This was 2014. I said, screw it. I had to just keep doing interviews. Didn't get another big interview like the Kodak one until 3 years later. And it was somebody that was my friend. They were like, I don't have a laptop chain. Can I borrow your thing to write something on? I had just got back from the Karrueche interview, and this person actually liked the picture. I posted me in Karrueche, and they liked it. Came to my dorm room, takes my laptop. I let them use it, but I leave my SD card in there. Rookie mistake. Even if people are nice, y'all, just be on your P's and Q's. Rookie mistake. They took my laptop with the damn and not only did they delete it off my laptop, off my SD card. I'm like, come on, you're supposed to, I don't even really know you like that. You had no reason to hate me, no reason to do that. But sometimes when you're out here, it's on college campus. I mean, I went to PV. I mean, come on, hate can be real. You could be. I mean, I'm just chilling in my dorm room. But I just want to say that Karrueche interview I did, that was one of my favorite interviews. She was real sweet. No one will ever see it.
What about Black Youngster?
Oh, okay. He was funny. You little whore. I changed. He's funny. Like, I liked him a lot, even though he seemed kind of ignorant. But he seemed like a real sweet guy. Like, I mean, just like full of life. I'm rich. I got some money. Like, I think that's cool. He came from, he had a hard life. He was telling me he was sweeping the floors, and he just all about his money now. Even though he throws it all over the gas station floors. I mean, he picks it back up. He keeps going. So yeah, I think that's cool. The little beef with Dolph or whatever, and the whole Gotti thing. I think that's all crazy. I don't know. He claims that Dolph shot up his own bus. What y'all think? Y'all think Dolph shot up his own bus?
That's all. That's
it. But I mean, he did get the bus bulletproof. He paid $350,000 to have the bus bulletproof, and then the bus gets shot up 100 times. Youngster's not an idiot, but I mean, he could have did. He could be an idiot. So I mean, but it would make sense to bulletproof your car before you do a publicity stunt like shoot up your own bus.
I just think, first of all, you don't shoot your own bus. It's just retarded.
It's just retarded.
Like, so who knows?
But he said he's innocent. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm just saying here, like, I don't want to get back to that part you're talking about the Karrueche interview. First of all, see, if you was at TSU, that never would have happened. The people at PV, that's ungrateful. They should never did that. But now I don't know against PV. But that's crazy. It's, it sound like the Migos. You heard about the Migos thing? They lost the hard drive to Culture 2.
No, I never heard about that. Okay, I'm about to look on that.
Oh, they found it?
Oh, they found it. You're like the guy that knows it.
Oh, well.
Hasn't he done that the whole time? Like, he's like
they just exited out then. So, my last question is this. What do we expect more from Chinny TV?
I guess, I haven't talked about this yet, but like I was kind of spoke on it earlier with the whole Hulu Netflix thing. I'm actually in the works of writing like a short film, and I'm working with some distributors to kind of get some short films out there. The reason I'm doing short films versus features is because my budget is not huge, and it costs a lot less to get a short film out there on Netflix and Hulu than it does to get it out there as a feature film. It's a lot. So I'm working on this film called House Arrest right now. It's almost done being written. I got to get the copywriting and stuff, and basically, I'm just doing a whole lot of research, a whole lot of studying, because you got to get the permissions from Houston, everywhere you shoot, the locations permissions, all the paperwork, every person that's in it, that walks in it, you have to get everything, so much paperwork, and it's going to be the most tedious thing that I ever do, but this is what I think will make me happy. Like, doing the interviews and having stuff go viral, that's cool, that's nice, but I want to have something, like, I want to be able to have a real production company where I work with other black people, and it's going to be, I'm probably mostly going to always hire black. I'm only going to work probably with black people. People like to say that I'm racist, but I'm not. I'm just, like, kind of biased, and, like, when it comes to, whatever. I like black people. So that's what I'm going for. I really want to get productions out there. But as far as the interviews, I want to do some more hard-hitting interviews because I've never took it that way. I never got in an artist's face or a celebrity's face and asked them an uncomfortable question because I just did it, and that was where I was slacking. So I want to get out there and ask some really uncomfortable questions, and I want to challenge myself to take an irrelevant artist and make them relevant with one of my questions. Because what I did with Kodak was, I wouldn't say it was cheating, but media-wise it was already hot. He was hot. I asked the right question. Cool. But if you're an interviewer and you can bring up a topic and bring up somebody that no one is talking about in the blogs, I think that's what makes you great. So I have to challenge myself to do that. And music-wise, I want to go on tour. I'm going to find a tour. I'm going to find someone to let me on their tour. I need to go write my music.
Just want to give you an FYI. Study Nardwuar.
Okay.
Nardwuar is very dope.
And
you'll learn a lot.
The only reason I don't like to watch a lot of interviews because I don't want to it's like a thin line between studying and not wanting to copy. So I try to stay away from kind of like listening to music and stuff, other girl artists. I try not to listen just because I don't want to, that's the only reason. But maybe I should go watch Nardwuar because I don't even watch The Breakfast Club sometimes. I don't even watch it just because.
Nardwuar is very dope. Because he asked a question that nobody knows.
Really? That's how he is? I always know him for being that goofy, is he Irish? But I don't know what it is. I don't know what he is. But he's that goofy, curly haired guy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He has that thing going. Okay, I should definitely watch that then. Appreciate that.
If you're talking about short films, have you seen a short film that's around black people called Strange About the Johnsons?
No.
You go to YouTube, you should go check that out.
Okay.
And that's the one. Yeah, no. You should watch that film. It's a bunch. It's a black cast.
Okay.
Strange About the Johnsons. Something Strange About the Johnsons. You should go check that out. But anyways, that was the fifth show of the Real Deal with the Kill podcast. We come back next Monday. You can watch this show on YouTube and get on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah.
You got an announcement. I forgot.
It's been a nice ride, producing with 5 shows. Well, 4 shows for me.
5.
No, 4.
4.
Yeah, 4. This is my 4th one. A lot of speculations going on, so I look like I'm about to get a bigger role at SB Nation Radio. So, yeah, I enjoy my time with you guys. Kill, I'm gonna make a phone call, get a producer in here for you. I can make that happen.
That's cool. I rock with it. Now you gotta move on up. Us as African American people, that came from the struggle. We both grinded, we both had tears. I'm just saying, just listen to me. We both grinded. We both, came from, TSU. I'm still at TSU. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your sister. I was the first person that called you when you got the internship this year, and was happy for you. Like I almost got the internship. I was happy for you. I never threw a negative light towards you. Never did, never will. Because I look at you as a guy that's a hard-working guy, and I congratulate you on all your success and endeavors so you can move on from here because this ain't nothing compared to what you finna do at SB Nation Radio. Because guess what? Money, 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 money. That's you getting. So you heard that. You heard Cheney TV. Now you heard me. That was the 5th show of the Real Deal with the Kill podcast.